Hey everybody, it's Dustin Zinger here, Investor Relations for Valor Metals. Joining me today is Colin Smith, Head of New Project Review. Today we're going to go over our November 2nd and November 9th press release. Today we're going to cover four things. First is our Platsol test work, which covers our palladium and platinum recoveries. Next is cyanide, which covers our high metallurgical recoveries for palladium, followed by Falcon ultrafine gravity test work. This was very effective at concentrating platinum. Then we'll be talking about our next steps for Valor. So Colin, can you tell us what is Platsol?
Yeah, absolutely, Dustin. As you can see on the slide, Platsol is a high temperature pressure leaching process designed at SGS to recover PGEs, gold, and base metals. Now, why is this process potentially amenable to Pedra Branca? Well, it's been shown to be very effective with high chrome, low sulfide PGE ores. Both of these characteristics are true for Pedra Branca, so it was a natural fit for us to try. Now, the technologies in use in Platsol are standard proven technologies that are in use in the mines around the world. So if you'd like to dive deeper into the technology and the process, there's a link on the SGS website where you can take a deeper dive.
Excellent, thanks for sharing that. So the next thing we wanted to talk about is our Platsol test work, which resulted in some high metallurgical recoveries.
Yeah, that's right. So the sample material we collected from two outcrop locations at two of the five 43101 deposits, specifically Trapia and Kudayu, who together make a collective resource of 319,000 ounces of 2 PGE plus gold. And as you can see, the recoveries were exceptional. For palladium, we were solidly in the 93 percentile range, and for platinum, we were in the 95% recovery range. So very exciting. We have some ongoing tests for Platsol right now, some follow-up tests, which are going to be focusing on optimization efforts. And we'll get into that in a few slides, but very excited initial results for sure.
Great. Well, the next thing we wanted to also cover was our cyanide leach test work. Can you talk to us about the recoveries we were able to achieve with palladium?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, cyanide is something for folks in the gold space, a very familiar process. You may not know that cyanide so readily leaches palladium and platinum. It's actually very common in the palladium and platinum recycling space. So we decided to give it a try with Pedra Branca material. And as you can see, the results for palladium were really, really good. We got, in the mid 84 percentile range up to over 91% recovery for palladium. That's on a 48-hour leach. The recoveries for platinum were significantly lower, but we're looking at ways to potentially address that in some future test work. The sample material, as you see, is summarized there. It was the same outcrop samples used in the previous Platsol test. And then what we'll get into next, it was tailings material from the Falcon ultrafine gravity concentration work, which we recently completed as well.
Great. So touching on that, we actually had some Falcon gravity concentration tests for recovering platinum. Do you want to go over the process involved in that?
Absolutely. Yeah, the Falcon UF, or ultrafine gravity concentration, is as it sounds. It's a physical sorting process targeting density contrast of the minerals in question. So historical work at Pedra Branca has actually shown that the PGE minerals are quite fine in nature. We're talking sort of 10 microns in size, plus or minus. And what the Falcon UF gravitational concentration does is conducts a very fine grind on the material to say 20 to 30 microns in size. And then it runs that material through a very high G-force concentration circuit, whereby the ultrafine material is scavenged off and collected into a final concentrate. So ultimately, that material would typically be rejected in a more conventional processing circuit, but the Falcon UF gravity concentrator actually scavenges it, collects it, and creates a concentrate at the end. And as you can see, the results were very encouraging for platinum in this case, whereby we concentrated or recovered up to just shy of 83% of the platinum in only about a third of the final mass. So not only are you downsizing the volume of material, but you're upgrading the platinum And as you saw just in the previous slide with the cyanide work, which did very well for palladium, these two processes might actually work very well in tandem, where each one of them is shown to be very effective at concentrating one of the two minerals in question. So very excited for the potential optimization work that will come with this, and the relation between Falcon and Platzol. I'll get into the next slide. We have some work going on whereby we're running a Platzol test of the Falcon concentrate, because we believe that the concentrate is actually going to produce a final material that's going to optimize the conditions required for Platzol. So very excited at that as well.
Great, Colin. Yeah, our recovery process seems to be very promising right now. So the next steps that we're going to have for Pedra Branca, can you give us a quick summary on these points?
Yes, indeed. So as I said before, we have ongoing Platzol experiments that are following up on the exciting work that we saw in the first round of Platzol tests. So the focus now is really on optimization. How can we improve the metallurgical and experimental conditions in the autoclave required to get those mid-90 percentile recoveries for palladium and platinum? To do that, we're testing the addition of elemental sulfur into the autoclave. Previous work has shown that the addition of sulfur will actually decrease the acid consumption through the Platzol process. So we have two Platzol tests ongoing, which are looking at this, this opportunity. Further to that, we have another Platzol test ongoing, as I mentioned before, that is running the concentrate from the Falcon ultrafine gravity work. We believe that through the process of the UF concentrator, the minerals which actually are responsible for the high acid consumption in Platzol are being separated out. So they're, we believe, going into the tailings of the Falcon work, and the concentrate materials will be low in those minerals responsible for acid consumption, and thus improve the conditions required for Platzol. So those three Platzol tests are ongoing. Further to that, next steps for cyanidation or cyanide leach tests will be looking at potentially adding chloride and or iodine to, again, promote reaction activity, which will hopefully bring both the palladium and platinum numbers up a bit. Again, we received really good results really excellent results for palladium with cyanide. So focus will now be on bringing up the platinum number if possible. And so those tests will be sort of designed and implemented in the coming weeks. Further to that, as you see in the fourth bullet, we have engaged Steinert, located in Belo Horizonte in Minas Gerais, Brazil. They focus on sensory-based ore sorting. So looking at the physical, chemical, even color properties of the minerals that you're targeting, whether it's a gangue mineral or a mineralized constituent, and how can we either concentrate those or separate them out to upgrade the ore feed going into the subsequent processing techniques. So we have engaged Steiner. We'll be commencing that test work in the next 2 weeks. And results for that will really help us guide and as I said, potentially optimize the subsequent circuits. Last but not least, we have an ongoing comprehensive mineralogical evaluation at SGS and Lakefield, specifically looking at the speciation of palladium and platinum in Pedra Branca mineralized rock. So where is the palladium hosted? Where is the platinum hosted? Once we distill that out, we're really going to be further guided in our subsequent processes and test work. And, that's going to be very, very important information for us going forward.
Awesome, Colin. Well, thanks for sharing that. What we'll do is on our next news release, I'll circle around with you again, and we can talk about how those next steps have affected the project. Appreciate your time today.
Thanks very much. Bye for now.
Bye.